No surrender! Neutralizing interference. Target acquired. Open fire! Right between the optics.
Hey guys, welcome to a new guide video. Today I'll be showing you how to play ASHE. Ability sequence on ASHE is W max first for the range damage and CC, Q second for higher DPS, and then E last, which is an ability used to reveal targets. Her ultimate is a global arrow that will deal damage and stun the first target hit, so put points into this at level 6, 11 and 16 in order to reduce the cooldown. Alright guys, so when you play ASHE, you want to start with W level 1 because that is a range poke, so it is an AoE ability that can hit multiple targets at once. What you have to keep in mind here is that it can get body blocked and it will only deal damage to the same champion once. So how ASHE works is that it's a champion that's balanced around her slows, so her auto attacks and abilities will slow the opponents. And when you damage opponents who are slowed, then you're going to deal increased damage. Of course, we have lethal tempo here because attack speed is a really important stat on ASHE. And that is what we will be building. Be careful of spamming your W though, because it can cost a lot of mana. It has 70 mana cost in the early game, so you don't want to spam it, but you can use it when you want to trade. Have a gang coming up here. Not the flash shot, so we have to turn on Jhin here. Nice, there we go, really nice gank. So your Q guys, when you auto attack 4 times, it will give you 1 stack for each auto attack, and the maximum amount of stacks is 4. And once you reach 4, then you can activate this ability. It's basically going to give you more damage and increased attack speed. So it is very good for pushing down objectives, trading in general, because it gives you way more DPS. Also, it is an auto attack reset, so before you use this ability you want to throw in a quick auto attack and then use Q right afterwards. That way you get the maximum amount of DPS possible. So since we will always be rushing Blade of the Ruined King as the very first item on ASHE, it is a core item. You want to get this Vam Scepter here because it gives you some sustain in the laning phase. Then you upgrade it to this one first and then you go for the attack speed afterwards. You can't buy boots yet because we have the magical footwear here. So we will get free boots soon, but until that we can't upgrade it. But as soon as you have the free boots, that's when you want to rush the Berserkers. So our E ability guys basically gives you vision. It is a global ability, so how you want to use it is that you can use it to scout the enemy jungler. So if you know where he started, then you can ward the opposite UC on the opposite side of the map and hopefully spot him out. So we can try throw E up here, so it's gonna give all your teammates some vision, so it can really help them out by showing where the enemy jungler is. So he is not topside right now in the topside jungle because we couldn't see him on the minimap. So this is a champion that becomes really strong as soon as you have Blade of the Ruined King. And even better when you have Runan's Hurricane, because the Hurricane will make you damage 2 additional targets, and all of those targets will apply the passive, so the frost passive, so the slows and the bonus DPS you're getting. So it's a very huge item on ASHE, and that's why you also want that item every single game. So how you trade with this champion is that you try to poke people with your W, and then you can walk up to auto attack them while they're slowed. I may have to flash here, we'll see. Nope. Great. So when you poke with W, guys, that's when your lethal tempo is going to activate. It has a short delay. But poking with W and then walking up to auto attack should fit the time, so it should be perfect. So when you start auto attacking, that's when the lethal tempo is activated. I have a control ward here. I'm gonna exhaust this guy. Go. Can I get Udi as well? I'm gonna take the plant here. Nice. Can stop this guy as well, so I'm gonna slow him with a W, then auto attack. We will constantly apply the slow here. There we go, super worth it. Take the Drake. I'm gonna let him take these plants here. Or these fruits, I mean. Place a control ward here so we have some vision. Okay, so we want to push this wave in here because it is slow pushing. Slow pushing is really bad right now, because that means we'll be losing a lot of CS if we don't shove this wave in, and they will getting all of this. Just push this in as fast as you can and then you can recall. Go, now you can back off. We're going to get boots at 9 minutes because the cooldown is reduced depending on the amount of takedowns you have. So right now we have 4. We're gonna get it pretty early on. So I always try to buy control wards here because vision is really important, especially when you play an immobile ADC like ASHE. She's very good at kiting, but she doesn't really have any escape in her ability, so vision is super important so you can see incoming ganks and such. Nice team. There is a champion that scales really well, pretty simple champion as well, so it's a really good champ to pick up if you want to learn the ADC role or simply to expand your champion pool. She's actually S tier right now as well, one of the best ADCs. If you want to make that W efficient, try to hit both champions at the same time, but also walk to the side of the enemy minion wave because it can be body blocked. Now that we have our ultimate up, guys, it is another global ability. It can travel across the map and it will stun the first champion hit. The stun duration will increase based on the distance this ability traveled. So you can use that to snipe people across the map, but the main goal of this objective is to catch somebody and then your team can follow up. So your Q will not stack on the tower. It used to do that a long time ago, but that was really OP because she could take down towers insanely fast. But the active does work on towers, so you can stack the passive on the minions or the enemy champions. And then you can use the active on the towers. But it will keep refreshing the stacks if you attack the towers. It just won't give you any stacks. That's how it works. So our matchup here is that how it works is that we're going to scale really well because we have Ashe and Lulu. We're going to outscale them really hard. But they can do well in the laning phase because they have Thresh and Jhin. So they have high kill potential in lane, but not very good scaling like we do. So we want to play for the late game. They want to play for the laning phase. Right, hitting both people at once here. Using that lethal tempo to hit down the tower here. So now we got a tower plate. But because of these mana costs, that's why you want to rush Presence of Mind. It will constantly refill your mana pool here when you get takedowns and such, so very useful. And also the another passive that gives you extra mana based on takedowns. So get a little bit higher mana pool so you can use your abilities more often. Just keep pushing here so we can pressure these guys. If you can use your ultimate in the bot lane, you can look to help out your teammates across the map. It can be difficult to hit from the bottom lane, but if you use it from the base, then it can cover a bigger area from on the lane. You'll look for a kill soon here. I'm gonna use another E here to check the jungle. There he is, we found Udyr. So you can see he is topside right now. So that tells us that we can push safely without risking ganks. We definitely need to base soon as well because we have a lot of gold, so we can get the Blade of the Rune King, guys, and that is a huge item. It's a massive power spike. It is a massive one item power spike, much stronger than any crit item you can buy as the first item. Because it gives you so many stats. Gives you a lot of sustain, high DPS as well. I'm gonna do the Drake so I can't recall. We also have to keep in mind that Thresh can lantern out Jhin, so we don't want to do random engages. Nice dodge by Lulu. We're just gonna keep pressuring them. Wow, there's no point in me flashing here. There's a whole team bottom side, so bit unfortunate. She tried to get the Drake. That's a 5-man gank. We should just have backed off here. Alright, so now we have the first core item completed and we have tier 2 boots as well. That makes our kiting a lot better. Much easier to dodge skill shots from Jhin, Six and Thresh. And we have this active here that we can use to slow people, steal their movement speed, use that to chase people or even run away. Top lane is super fed. He is very good against immobile ADCs like Ashe, but we have a Lulu here so we don't need to worry. We can fight here. Ran away. I do have exhaust still, and I also have a lot of sustain, so I don't need to worry about the poke I took. Okay, so E can also be used like this, so you can scout for camping people. I have my ultimate up soon. We're just gonna heal up from this wave here, so that's why Blade of the Rune King is really good in the laning phase. Now we already have full HP. Go, I got the first tower, that's excellent. We do see Rengar topside, so we don't need to worry just yet. Wow, he is super fed. 2 levels ahead of our top laner. But we should be able to deal with him in the team fights. We have a Lulu, so if she pull him off sim, then we can chain CC and hopefully get him down. Rip that cannon, that's not good. Okay, looks like they rotated. Can actually all in this guy, but we need to make sure that there's no one else behind him. Okay, there are. We just use the E right here to check, because if there wasn't anyone, then I would have ulted this 6. Okay, oh, we got a kill topside. We got the shutdown, that is excellent. And another shutdown, really well done. Have a gank coming in here. We can just push this, because that tower is almost down. Hopefully we can get this tower here. The minion wave died too fast. We can just keep pushing here. Just need to watch out for gank from Rengar, because he probably has his teleport up. I don't know the timer on it, so if you don't know if it's up or not, then you should always expect it to be up. A lot of poke on this guy. And take down this tower now. That was so close. But as you can see, Ashe is really good at kiting people. I do have my summoners up here, but I didn't want to waste it. But looks like I could have gotten a triple kill if I played this better, so that's my mistake here. I try to save my summoners as much as possible on immobile ADCs, because there are points where you will be needing them more, especially when you play against a bit assassin like this. Oh, he's pushing for that mid lane. He can take down towers super fast. He's gonna get this tower here with his W, as it can just instantly take down low HP towers. Don't have my ult up yet. We got the flash out, so that is something, but we are losing the objectives. That is not good. Right. Oh, he disappeared really fast. He is 2 levels ahead and he has 2 core items completed, so we don't want to be within range of this guy at all. But we can kite them in fights. Need to watch out here. Don't have proper vision. Just gonna slow him here so he doesn't jump on me. I can't do more here. Such a bad fight to take. Do have a good late game though. We need a bit more for the Runans, then we have some AoE slow on our abilities, because it's gonna hit additional targets. Applying that slow on all of them works great with a passive. Slow him more. Okay, nice. The ultimate is down, so that is something. I can exhaust him if he jumps on Cassiopeia. Alright, we have to base as well, so I got the ultimate up. Now, so we're gonna buy a crit item here, so the second most important item on Ashe. So it's gonna make her auto attacks hit 2 additional targets, applying her passive slow on them. Didn't want to buy that. By control ward. Applying the passive slow, so you constantly keep multiple people slowed in team fights. Very OP, and also works with your Q active. So DPSing multiple people in team fights is really OP. Especially when you can keep them CC'd as well. Also, critical strikes works differently on Ashe than it does on any other champion. He has a modifier on a passive, so it means that when you buy crit... Oh, I CC'd him, he should be dead. So when you buy crit, it doesn't mean, for example, this item here gives 25% crit chance, right? So when you buy this item, it doesn't mean that you have 25% chance to crit. It means that you have increased damage because of a passive modifier here. Okay, so crit on Ashe is more of a guaranteed stat. It's actually really good on this champion, because even a small amount of crit would normally mean that you have a really low chance to crit, but on Ashe, since it means that she's going to deal more damage, this is really good stat. Nice, great, we got the Baron, we got the flash out of Udyr. I'm not gonna buy anything yet because I can clear out this wave and then I have the BF sword. I want to make use of all of that gold. I have exhaust. Keep him slow, there we go. Got his ultimate out, so that's super worth it. That means he won't be able to engage. He might be trying to turn on me, but I have Lulu here. I have BF sword here. Go. So you can bring control wards in team fights when you play against a Rengar, and then when he ults you can place it in the middle here so you can see where he's moving. Very useful, so you can target him and CC him before he actually jumps. Like a soft Rengar counter item. Team fighting stages has begun, and when you play ADC you want to stay in the backline. Always in the backline, you don't want to be frontlining, you just hit whoever is closest. Your job is not to focus down the ADCs, you just have to provide consistent DPS to whoever is within range of you. That's your only job as the ADC. I have a whole team coming up here. I don't have my flash up just yet. I'm gonna use the ult on the carry here. Nice. I have exhaust up. I don't think Rengar will be engaging. No, he's not. Can heal back up from this minion wave here. Then use that ultimate to snipe, preferably if you can hit the carry or something, that would be great. Because if you saw the fight here, then I waited to use it until I could hit a prio target, so that was the 6. 6 is the one with the wave clear on his team, and if he's down, then we can easily push down the objectives. We should be fine. Nice, we got the inhibitor here. Now is a good time to take the inhibitor, but if you manage to break open the base very early on in the game, then don't take the inhib yet. Because you won't really be able to end the game, and when the inhib is down, it means that the enemy team can free farm. Only take the inhibitor if you think that you can get something else meanwhile. For example, other objectives, the Baron, Dragons, Elder Drake, and other towers as well. I'm gonna focus down the objectives here. We have insane amount of DPS. There we go. I have ultimate up. They should not be able to escape this. I can use the ult on Thresh here. Nice. Great, so we can keep pushing down for the objectives here. This tower is really low HP. I'm gonna use an E here to scout for people. See where Rengar is at. So when we recall now, we have enough for the Infinity Edge. But we are pushing as a team, so I have to stay here. Because if you leave your team, then there's a high chance they get caught, so just stay with them. I'm just gonna spam ping that I have enough gold for the Infinity Edge here so they see it. That's a massive power spike, we don't want to waste that at all. Right, so I can't really buy anything else here, so I'm just gonna stack up on control wards. I'm gonna save one for Rengar, so when he ults I can place it. Wait, is that one up? I can't see it on the normally there's an icon on the minimap here, but I can't see it. Could be a bug though. Yep, definitely a bug, because we can see it up here. No top sides here, so we took down the inhib mid, so that means you have nothing to do there anymore, so you want to push another lane. Get him. Yoink that kill, that's fine. The kills are much better on us right now, because we are the hyper carry. Rengar's pushing bottom side. My team to come top, because we want to take down the objectives here, nothing to do mid lane. I'm gonna place the control ward here so I can see him. I can exhaust him the moment he comes. Nice. Still had incredible amount of damage even though we knew he was coming. It's pretty insane, so I had to flash here. Our team died mid. They should have been top side, because there's nothing for us to do mid. I'm gonna take down this tower here. Got the flashes out, okay. I have my ultimate up soon as well. Gonna keep them slowed with a W here so they can't chase us. So Ashe is very good at disengaging and engaging as well. Right here, what do they have? They don't really have armor here, but they have an assassin, so we want to get the Guardian Angel here. I'm gonna start with the BF sword, because it's gonna save us from Rengar. Basically all of them engage, so if Rengar engages and is unable to get the kill, then he's most likely going to die, because we have a Lulu and we have a lot of engage potential as well. It's gonna help me stay alive here. The Guardian Angel. A really bad ultimate. That's my bad. He will probably have been able to escape as well with the Thresh Lantern, so should have been more patient there. Nice, I can't get in there yet. Need to watch out for the rest of the team. Gonna clean up here. If I had my ultimate right here, then it could have been really nice, so that's a huge mistake by me wasting it, but you can go for plays like this. Sometimes you'll get a lucky ultimate in. Really depends. Oh, nice. Wow, that was huge. Just gonna stay in the backline here, provide as much DPS as possible. Go. Oh, our teammates are dying though. Gonna get this tower at least. Well, guys are pretty low HP and Rengar is spawning soon, but we should probably be able to end here. Nice. Rengar coming in. Oh nice, and he ulted him. There we go, so that was the Ashe guide. I do hope this was helpful, and as always, see you guys in the next video.